Hello everybody, we're doing a quick video on Super Orgonite. What is it? Why would you wear it? Why would you use it? How is it different than regular Orgonite? And how is it different than an Orgone Generator? Where did it come from? Where's it going? All these important questions. I did another video about how to make Orgonite. That is the best method for making Orgonite that I have seen. Our stuff, the Super Orgonite, is a bit better because of a couple proprietary ingredients and processes. So when you make it yourself, as I said, make sure to follow all the relevant safety features. And there's a lot of misconceptions about plain Orgonite, even Super Orgonite. Orgonite itself cannot properly be referred to as an Orgone generator. Orgonite accumulates orgone. Orgonite was discovered by Carl Welz in 1992, discovered. Basically, Wilhelm Reich, a student of Sigmund Freud, made the orgone accumulators. You've probably heard all about it. But basically, an orgone accumulator is a large piece of orgonite. Reich measured and tested that orgone accumulators layering wood and metal would accumulate life force. He measured it in these things called bions. You got to sift through some of his stuff because he did get a little bit of stuff wrong. But he measured that the more layers, the stronger the orgone accumulated. Therefore, Wells in 1992 deduced that a fine metal powder in an epoxy is the equivalent of thousands of tiny layers. Epoxy, if you didn't know, is actually organic. Metal being the inorganic. Reich theorized that one represents male, the other represents female, yin and yang, push and pull, attract and repel, and that is the cause for the accumulation. So, if Reich was correct, which it seems he was in a couple of his theories, then the more layers the better, the finer the powder the better. That's why we use very fine iron powder. Carl believes that the iron resonates with the iron in human blood. You can wear this on your neck, you can put it in your pocket. Now, know that, the theory is that there's this unified field, that there's life force everywhere, okay? And that orgonite accumulates more of the life force. Reich would put his orgone accumulators in natural, pristine environments, and they would accumulate orgone there. He would never put orgone accumulators by high electricity cities. He did test with a radium needle, a radioactive piece inside an orgone accumulator, and he found that radiated deadly orgone, he called it. Basically, that the radioactivity was amplified by the orgone accumulator. So one would logically assume that orgonite would have the same result when placed by radioactive material or by high electricity areas, which is why many people tell us that they have headaches from the orgonite they buy. They place it on a Wi-Fi router, a lot of people talking online. You can place it on your power meter. Oh, it's so good, it organizes the electricity. Well, the problem is that it accumulates and radiates deadly orgone. It's very important. And even reading Reich's selected writings, again, he got a lot of stuff wrong. He claimed he could cure cancer, and he couldn't, so the FDA threw him in prison. And he was kind of a weird guy in some of his stuff. But reading and logically following his theories, you can figure out a couple things for yourself. So that's why I recommend, if you're going to make orgonite or buy orgonite, use the fine metal powder. Even super orgonite, even if a massive hunk of this, it's absorbs and accumulates orgone. Well, when you wear it, it will your body will quickly pull all the orgone. That's why an orgone generator is really far superior, and it's actually it's like a quantum leap, if you will, from plain orgonite, people who wear plain Orgonite, they pull the orgone, and then the Orgonite accumulates more orgone, and they pull it. But you know, it's really, I wouldn't. I just, you know, I wouldn't let my kids wear it. I'll tell you that, because if they're in a negative environment, it will accumulate DOR. So the Orgone generators, when you have our Orgonite, you can place one here, bring one with you. You can even place one on the ground in the sun, you know, like you would a crystal, but it's got to be charged, if you will. That's the idea. So again, super Orgonite, if you're going to get it from us, but if it's any way possible, go for the Orgone generator. Even if you have to save, just give us a call. But again, I'd rather have a small Orgone generator than a house full of Orgonite, just because read the Orgone experiments, Wilhelm Reich. You can probably find free summaries online, and you know, think about it for yourself. The whole town got sick. So again, this is the super Orgonite. It does have the quartz in there. You know, if you're wearing it, I don't think it's going to be particularly harmful. However, like I said, I'd much rather go for the Orgone, and I would be careful with it. And you know, that's take that with a grain of salt. Do your own testing. But just plain Orgonite, there's a lot of misconceptions about it. As much as I love the stuff, I make it, but it's a stepping block, it's a tool, and the Orgone generator, a true Orgone generator, is now far superior. You can use an Orgone generator to charge even your knockoff Orgonite, and Carl has measured that basically even Orgonite in negative environments, when linked to an Orgone generator, will accumulate positive orgone, not deadly orgone. So keep that in mind. Do your own tests, do your own reading, enjoy, and know that there's a lot of misinformation out there. We believe some is deliberate. So keep that in mind. And of course, with what I talked about, you can assume that throwing a chunk of Orgonite at a cell tower really doesn't do a lot of good. Maybe it's to distract people. Maybe certain corporations are paying people to spread that misinformation. I don't know. I'm not a scientist. I'm just speaking from personal experience here. All right, we'll talk to you later. Comment, email, orgonegenerator.com, and we'll see you next time.